Here we are again in paradise. Paradise that you guys can't see because you're unwilling to make. But anyways, watching some more Rebel news. We gotta find out if these are the bad guys or not. They're talking about the drug situation in Montreal and how they're gonna supply the addicts with drugs and that way they don't get any bad stuff. And like this is our tax dollars paying for this, right? I don't get it. Like what kind of sicko world are we living in? All in the name of humanity. Let's keep people just all juiced up because, well, now they have no repercussions for their actions. So, fuck, put our children at risk because these fucking needle places. It's fucking ridiculous. Hey, good enough of them. We'll give you some chocolate bars. Like, this is real. Like, we're going to go over this later. We are going to go over this later. We're going to have some questions for Mr. Shoddy McLovestein there. Well, look at this. I find this very interesting. Scrolling through TikTok, and this is what I get.
So, like Chairman Agar said, we hear a lot from our constituents on different issues. But something I've heard that doesn't seem to be being covered are the Epstein files. These files were released, and like Donald Trump sort of all over this, right? There are pictures of him with Jeffrey Epstein. He's taken multiple plane flights with Epstein with young girls on board. He is on call logs with Epstein. One of the highest trending hashtags on Twitter right now is about Trump and Epstein. I'm not going to repeat the hashtag because we're in a dignified setting. But yeah, y'all might want to look at that. That's highly disturbing. And again, it shows that Donald Trump is unfit for office. And by the way, he was convicted in a civilian court for sexual assault, convicted in a separate court, 34 felonies. Donald Trump should drop out of the race.
I'm seeing that. And I'm a Trump hater, right? Just like I'm not, but I don't hate anybody, but just say I have one of these people who wish them death and stuff like that, and they see this. Why isn't the FBI all over this? If they have like I've been waiting for the files to come out, the flight logs, shit like that, it ain't coming out. But this guy's going on the news saying, hey, old Donnie Wanny, he was see the thing is there are pictures with him, but you don't know, you know what I mean? Are those before everything was found out about Epstein? That's the thing you gotta ask yourself. Like you do know that you could be friends with somebody you absolutely have no clue who they are. They should be a mass murderer and you wouldn't know. It's like doesn't make you a bad person because you but if he is, that's the thing. We need to know. We need to ask Don, were you on the island? And did you see Bill Clinton? And was Bill Gates there? Who was there with you? Like, this is the thing. I can think a certain thing. That doesn't make it true. I set myself up so I can get all the information. You know what I mean? It shouldn't hurt to ask questions. You shouldn't be afraid to say, hey, Don, or hey, FBI, where's the information? Like this guy's going around saying he was chumming around with Epstein and with young girls. Can we put an end to it? Can we punish him for his crimes? Then he isn't president. Because I don't think a president that touches children should ever be president. But unfortunately, we got Ashley Biden's diary that might be telling us different. This is the thing I go through, and they're talking about his sexual assault. If you actually go through with a logical mind and you go through that Eugene Carroll thing, it's just it's confusing, and she has been known to lie before, so and when they charged him for overvaluing his property for fucking overvaluing his property, but yet he paid the loan, and I don't get it. I really don't get it. Hey, simping ain't easy. Do you get that? How can someone go on trial for overvaluing themselves and the loan gets paid back? I don't get it. Unless he was doing some criminal activity to pay that loan back, I could see, but they never said that. They just said it was all criminal because he overvalued his stuff. But if you overvalue, then you can't pay it back. You know what I mean? He obviously didn't overvalue it because he had no problems paying the loan back. This is what I mean. I don't understand how people can't grasp easy concepts. It's like you guys got the whole, and I'm not saying Donald wasn't on the island because we need to find out and give him spankings if he was bad. But then you look at the paperwork thing where both presidents had paperwork. One is deemed incompetent for taking any responsibility. And he's still running the country. And then the other one, well, he says that he has paperwork of his own country trying to set him up, and no one bats an eye. That is not fucking front and center on the news. Hey, Trump says he has paperwork because it was a meeting or something with there was a woman on the call. You'd have to check it out and go look for yourself. Let me know where I'm wrong. Because, like I said, I want all these Epstein fuckers in jail. You know what I mean? Like anybody who's going to touch children, I mean, I'd agree that they should be punished. Like just because you think these fuckers are powerful doesn't mean they should get away with hurting children, unless that's the way you guys feel. A lot of you currently feel that way. You're like, I'll sit in my fear of saying something, and well, I'll just let those children suffer. Where's Shoddy? I don't know. Where is Shoddy? I got some questions for Shoddy. What else do we got? Hey, this way. I got a couple things. There was that, and then guys, let me know this.
I didn't know that, but I mean, it's still the point.
Okay.
Not just the fucking Lamborghini. The Lamborghini is his personal FU to Main Street. He got his fans, Creek Squad, to sign it. I don't see him ever getting rid of that vehicle. Ever. That's got special sentimental value to him. Because he bought it. It wasn't gave to him.
I know.
He got his fans to sign it.
No, Amber, he saw
He
it.
did?
He saw it.
Why though?
I don't really know the exact reason, so I can't say, but he definitely.
That's sad as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen that, but he's never come out and said that. He just said he's so.
Like Dagburn tries to make Kansas look like a turd. What Kansas did was tell the truth. See what I mean? You tell the truth these days. Like he didn't say anything bad. He's just like, hey, if you think Upchurch kept that car, he didn't. He didn't say why he got rid of it. Didn't try and slam Upchurch. He just said, hey, if you're living in this delusion where you think Upchurch, this car really meant something to him, he went and sold it. That's up to Upchurch to say why he sold it. Who knows? Maybe he had an opportunity that he couldn't pass by, but somehow Dagburn thinks that that's a fucking flex and he can turn people on Kansas Rebel, man. That's how you people think. Hey, let's turn on the motherfucker who tells the truth. think it's true. He doesn't have the car. Like, this is what I mean. Dagman's in trouble. He's so fucking stupid. He don't have a clue. Like, he's clueless than most of you guys. I really don't know what to say. It's let me know where I'm wrong though. Like, should Kansas just hide that? If someone asks you a question, you know the answer to it. It's you should just say it. You know what I mean? Like, maybe Ryan has a reason. He's a grown man. He can make his own decisions. If you hurt the fans' feelings, then maybe he should explain it, not Kansas. And Kansas didn't try to explain it. He just said he doesn't have the car anymore. Well, what else do we got going on today? Anybody got questions? Any spiritual questions? The answer, go to the darkness. Face it. Face your fear. That's the thing. You got to find your light in the darkness, though. You know what I mean? And you got to try and spread your little seed of love. People don't understand me. I'm telling you, go Google Heyoka. I'm a special breed. And I'm not even red skinned to get that privilege. You know what I mean? It can happen to any color. But yeah, what brings us here today? Well, Shotty's got some advice. So I want to go over it and give Shotty the opportunity to talk this over, let me know where my opinions are wrong, or he brings some facts to the table. I'm just looking for a discussion, you know what I mean? This is funny too.
Investigator. I'm a musician. I'm not a fucking private investigator. I'm a musician. I'm not a private investigator.
That's cute. Bugs everybody about being the Hardy Boys, and there he is, still trying to see who's in the grassy knoll. He has no idea. Like, this was a post just for me. It's like, hey, I'll prove it. Shoddy. Love Sting. Everyone thinks to change the world. Hey, Shoddy. First off, you're fucking stupid for thinking that. Nobody's trying to save the world, but nobody's trying to change it. That's what I mean. No, you don't think that I have the right to say I don't like this shit that's going on. Hey, let me know where I'm wrong. Okay, but nobody's trying to change the world. There are some, there are some, and they're usually silenced there, Shoddy. So first off, you're fucking wrong there, bro. But no one thinks to change themselves. Well, Shoddy, I have changed and I change every day, bud. That's how you get better. By well, living and then realizing what you did wrong and then fixing it. Figure out, hey, was I holding on to a lie I shouldn't have been holding on to? I can just get rid of that. It serves me no purpose because then I'm not in the truth. You know what I mean? Why hold on to things that aren't there? You know what I mean? Shocky, but yes, I think I have changed. I used to be such a nice guy. Nice guy. I didn't ask questions I should have because, well, I didn't want to get hurt. Well, guess what? I am fucking different, bro. Different every day. You know what I mean? I just have. What else do we got? The key to radically changing and influencing those around you positive is found within you. Yeah, it's trying to bring the truth out to people, Shotty. Hey, what do you think? I'm not trying to hold your power. I want you to take it back. There's a bunch of shit stains that own your power because I don't know. Because they have you in psychoses. They got you guys all in psychoses, Shotty. You need to break free, bud. You need to get your brain back. What else do we got? This is a game of energy. Frequency speaks louder than words ever can. Well, you need to have actions. You need to be willing to back those words up, but you gotta start somewhere. I don't What frequency? Are you talking about the positive one that Dagburn always wants to be on? And it doesn't matter what I do all the time, guys. You gotta forgive me. That's the positive way. Like, or are you one of those little light workers all hanging out in the light? Can't shine in the light. You gotta go to the darkness, Shotty. Like, you gotta answer these questions. What is it I do? Like, you go to the mirror and say, Shotty, if you thought there was children being trafficked and hurt and women and even men every day, and you knew that, and you wanted it to stop. As a human being, if you thought that, should you try and do something to stop it? That's the first one, bud. Hey, buddy, if you really thought there was an agenda coming for the children, and if you need any proof, just watch the beginning of the Olympics, brother. Like, there's a sick agenda coming for our children. I don't know if you know this or not. Like, you want to call me mentally ill because I think I'm chosen by God. No, it just looks really weird to you when someone does act the way God might want them to act. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't want that for our children. I don't want them to start believing that 50-year-old men can be 13-year-old girls. I don't want like you apparently believe it right now because you're letting it happen, and I don't get it, buddy. Like, if there's an agenda coming for the children, should we stand up and do something? If someone like Candace Owens will stick their life on the line and say, I think Mrs. Marcone is Mr. Marcone, and the whole world is being lied to. The dipshits running us are a bunch of sickos. If you thought that, Shotty, should you stand up and do something and be willing to stand by your words? Especially if you thought you had God and nothing can hurt you. You can you can hurt this, you can take this away, but this can live forever, you know what I mean? And maybe it does, and that's what scares me. Maybe it can go one way or another, but it lives forever. But who knows? I just like to work things out, what's gonna better me in the end, you know what I mean? And that's why I think living in the truth. Now, you gotta think too, when you're still on the children and you're thinking to yourself, not just the immigrants coming over, but what they're bringing along with them. This fentanyl is kind of a problem, don't you think? Like, it's children that are just going out to buy weed in some cases, losing their life because some fucking idiot. Should I stand up and say something about that, bud? Say, "Hey, your country looks dirty because the border, and my country is dirty because of the border." I just watched a couple of videos on TikTok. I don't know if they're immigrants or not. The video says that they are. Just walking into liquor stores and just fucking walking out with bottles and shit. Hey, bud, how is America? How about California? We got Gruesome Newsom. Maybe he'll be the vice queen there with Kamala. What's the limit there they can steal and not have to fucking worry about it? She's like a few hundies, right? I can't remember exactly what it is. That's the society that we're building. Like I said, in BC, they can go get their drugs, anything they want. They can get caught with 2.2 grams, not worry about it. Go to the playgrounds, do whatever you want. Hell, now we're just providing it. I'm pretty sure in Canada, like when people try and get off of it, like there's Suboxone and there's methadone and stuff like that. I haven't looked in the States. Do you guys pay for that? Because in Canada, I think we pay for all that. See, what do you think, Shotty? Do you think, see, I think anything the devil you can use, God can use better. You know what I mean? That's why I worry about Johnny. He's on that boxing. You know what I mean? I think it drugs, getting off of it. Well, Gotcha Man says he found God that way. Found a higher power to get him through to actually quit. So God's using the same tools the devil is, you know what I mean? Or am I wrong, Shotty? See, I think we use the devil's tools to beat him. All of them. Even you, Shotty. I think you work for the devil right now. But you can come to the good side, Bob. Until it's too late. You just gotta recognize, bud. Hey, if you thought the world was ran by a big, shitty, evil cabal, and not only your whole country was on fire, but pretty much the whole continent. Seeing Hawaii's got fires now. When do we put our hands up and go like for us, it's the RCMP. Like it doesn't take a brain surgeon to figure out that hey, if China's manipulating in our fucking elections, we deserve to know who got in by that manipulation. But we don't. It's all sorts of messed up. Like we got people over here looking like heroes, and you know they're fucking WEF tools. Like here's the thing, Shotty. Have you ever looked at the WEF videos? Is that the future you want, buddy? Do you want the social credit score? Or do you just want to bounce in the frequency you're currently at, thinking you're all good? When you want to try and get a better outcome, but shouldn't facing your fears and standing up and getting a little crazy. Wouldn't that be in your best interest, buddy? We could stop all this nonsense. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to talk shoddy. They just want to talk shit. For some reason, y'all want to convince me that I'm crazy or I got some sort of problems. The problem is you guys, not me. You guys give your power away, your thoughts away. Not me. I know that Klaus Schwab and Bill Gates and all those dork ones are no better than me. They hold no power over me. Nothing they can do can ever hurt me. Because if I lose this, I just come back better. So it doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? Like that's when you have a faith in God. But you gotta ride with the sun, Shoddy. It's the truth. What's the truth, bud? Should you stand up and be a man if you actually thought this shit? Hey, I'm not saying any of this stuff is true. I'm just saying this is what I think, buddy. Like I think the whole it was all manufactured. The whole video, everything, all manufactured. Was written in a book by Bill Gates before it even happened. You know what I mean? And a whole plan to make sure there would be here. And it's just what I think. And then I think the cure wasn't good. And I'm not allowed to ask questions, but there's people telling me it wasn't. So why can't we have these people debate the fucking regular news? That way we find out what's going on, McShotty. What like Shotty, this might be hard for you to understand, buddy. Like I truly want the best for everybody. So you let me know where I'm wrong. But I don't care either way. You can pick your way. Like you can easily walk away from listening to me. It's no sweat off my back because nobody's really listening anyways. But buddy, if you thought that you had God and that you always had to do what you thought was right, would you do it? Could you do it? Would you put your neck out there? See, because here's the thing. But there's like a million people out there saying they're chosen. Like a million of them, but so that's why I always say question me. These other ones, they once you start asking questions, you might get yourself in trouble, but maybe you should start asking questions. Hey, Mr. De La Rocha, should we be all sitting in the light or should we pay attention just in case your portal or your fucking rapture or your solar flare or whatever the flavor of your week is, isn't happening? It's the gate today, I think it was. I think I looked and the gate, the Lion's Gate is open. Is that how we do it? We just vibe right or should we do what's right? Shadi, let me know. Because I want to do the best thing that gets me to heaven, but and I think being with Jesus is accepting Jesus, letting him into your heart and letting him move through you. You know what I mean? And if you gotta look like a jackass to do it, shoddy, isn't it worth doing? Because to me, the alternative doesn't sound good. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel good. I never, my plan was never to have a big channel or make money off of this shit or like, what would you do, shoddy? If you thought you had a chance at a whole bunch of fucking lawsuits, would you have taken them? Or would you keep trying to do the right thing just to show the world? But then again, shoddy, you gotta understand for me, but I know I'm a little fucked up on a few things. I do have PTSD. I do believe that, and I do believe I can get rid of it. I'm holding on to shit I shouldn't have to hold on to because everybody's hiding from me. And once I give that shit back, I think I'll be all right. Why does nobody want to hear my story, Shotty? It's like, what do you think? What's your take on me? Because, like I said, there's no bigger hero than somebody that's willing to fight for the country, and they should be well rewarded. And I don't think they are. But here's the deal, Bob. If someone shows you that you were mind controlled and manipulated, and you admit it, shouldn't you go out and tell others? Shouldn't you say, "Hey, man, maybe we shouldn't fight for these people anymore"? Like, shoddy. What do you think? Do you think Bill Clinton should be running on the streets or George Bush? Do you think we should be able to clear up the whole Epstein thing? I mean, if Clinton was there and fucking Gates was there, isn't it worth trying to find out? But then we can find out if the rest of the shitheads are trying to destroy our world and what they're all about. Maybe we can find out a whole lot more, eh, Shoddy? Maybe we can find out if Jesus was real, but maybe we can find out if some of the Bible is first. You know what I mean? It is confusing. You know what I mean? Jesus told me not to be a slave, to welcome him into my heart, and I don't have to be a slave. But then you have to know you can move mountains, Shoddy. You have to take it upon yourself to say, hey, this is a pretty hard feat to fucking try and prove that God exists and fucking you know what I mean? Smoke weed every day. Think thinking left. Hey, smoke weed every day. What do you think? Do you think the weed is I think it can be used as the devil's tool, you know what I mean? It just depends on if you're listening to the best music or not. It can be used as a tool for God too, I think, but most Christians today would find it very foul for a man of God to smoke weed. I look at the question beyond our comprehension, and there are no, even though, like, hey, how do you know which books to take out? Weren't they written for a reason? Why would you take shit out? But are those other ones fake? Who knows? Hey, don't you think if we were kids and we were taught actually what the natives were into and stuff like that, it would have been a lot more enjoyable to learn, you know what I mean? I don't know, for me, I remember they're showing us, "Hey, look at these guys doing these rain dances, dancing for their god." That's pretty much all you got, look at the costumes, and when you get down deep into it, there's some heavy stuff, you know what I mean? Like, they was doing it with some aliens and stuff. So, like, the Lakotas, I think it's the Lakotas, the first world, the second world, and the third world, and then there's the Hopi stuff, and I think they were the ones nailing aliens. But then the Dogons, they talk about the people from Sirius, and they had the whole star system mapped out, and well, they talk about, well, their spirituality, and they knew enough to grab, like, the bipolar and schizophrenic and knew that they could help them out and have them work things out, and they would be like the healers and stuff like that. It would be able to help the communities, and then there'd be these Heyokas too, and they would just if they seen something they didn't like, they just say it. They just no matter if it hurt your feelings or not. But that's the best way to show love, you know what I mean? Smoke weed every day. That's kindness. Truth is kindness. You should never put your hopes and dreams on one thing. It's what the truth is. You know what I mean? Go that way, down that road. What do you think? Smokes weed every day. You got some of these athletes, like I like MMA, so you got like these athletes like John Jones who talk about Jesus all the time, but you know that they do bad shit on the side and they're probably not getting caught for stuff because they can fucking pay shit off. And then they go out there and say, I do this for Jesus. Jesus got me here. Like, does that seem weird? Like, do you think John Jones is with Jesus? Do you think that that's the way a man of Jesus would act? I don't know. I'm just asking the questions. He's a great athlete and all, you know what I mean? One of the best ever, but he did have those micro metabolites or whatever it is. So maybe there was some cheating back in the day. You never know. But these days, speaking of cheating, what did you think about when Vitor Belfort used to win and you knew he was all juiced up? Or Jesus. I don't think Jesus wants you to cheat to win, but I don't know. People have a different concept of Jesus. I just want to be able to show people this stuff. That way they can get with Jesus. Because, like, when you say the truth and you do the right things and you just don't try and hurt anybody, well, feelings don't count. You know what I mean? You gotta hurt some feelings to make your dreams come true sometimes. You know what I mean? As long as it's best for all. You know what I mean? What if us humans are out here to inspire? That's what we're supposed to do, not give handouts, but hand ups. You know what I mean? Inspire people to get better. Oh, Shoddy is out there doing shows. And, well, Shoddy's popping in positivity, so I don't know. You know what I mean? Shoddy's not willing to fill fucking head into the darkness like the big red dog. They're scared. What would the future bring if we fought for a better one and all we had to do was use our brains? No, we don't want that, Carl. Shut the fuck up. Get away. You're mentally ill and you've got the problems. It's not us who want Klaus Schwab to have our children. No, it's not us. It's you, buddy. We don't want to let you know where you're wrong, but we'll just tell you you're wrong. So, I mean, this feels like a horrible movie. I can't believe the fucking world is this stupid. Like, I have to say it the way I think it is, Big Red Dog. Do you think the world's smart? Do you think you're actually doing well? Do you think that something could pop off at any time? Like, come on. We live in a day and age when we can't figure out that hey, if we just treat everybody the same, there wouldn't be all these wars and bullshit. Hey, country, you keep your nose in your business and we'll keep ours in ours and we'll keep everybody trying. Then again, why do you guys want dictatorship? I don't get it. Why do you guys want to be told that you're so weak? Why? Isn't it time to wake up? Isn't it time to do something? Hey, Red Dog, isn't it better to build that? Like, shouldn't you make America great again? Not great again. Greater than it's ever been, buddy. Don't you like the sounds of that? Greater than it's ever been. Well, your country actually provides for its country. That's and Zelensky's wife can have diamonds. Anyways, I gotta go. I'll come on later.